So boys and girls, when you get your shirt, it's going to look like, what? Are there gray lines? No, that's actually paper underneath so that you can see where you're going to paint. And today we're going to be having paints that are like this. This is fabric paint. And you're going to use your brush like this. When you go in, I always want for you to kind of do this where you just kind of do it like that on the edge. Someone today said, oh yeah, that's because you don't want it to drip. And I was like, who are you, little genius? That's exactly right. You put it in here and then you just go like that to make sure that it's not going to drip. So let me show you how this is going to work now. I'm basically going to go over the stripes where I see them on here. So I'm just carefully going like this and finishing up. And that's all you have to do, my friends. Here, you can go back into the cup. And once again, now we're not digging to the bottom of the bowl and scooping. We are not trying to have the biggest spoonful of Frosted Flakes. No, you're just taking your brush, you're putting its little ballerina toe into it, going like this, and then like this. I'm gonna tell you, if you do a big scoop of paint and put it on there, it's gonna go and you're gonna end up with this big, yucky red blob on your shirt. So notice once again, it's almost like we did with the quills yesterday. You do a little bit and then you move back over here to get some more. So again, just a small thing. Again, there's no scooping. You're just going like this. Now, if you go fast and it does like that, that's no big deal. You're just gonna clean it up. What happens if you go like that? Not to worry, just leave it. A lot of times when something like that happens, you can just come and just clean it up a little bit in your own little way, and it's gonna look great because here's the deal. Everyone in America is unique. And so it makes sense that every single one of these shirts are gonna look a little bit different. And that's okay. Like, I love that. I think that looks cool. Don't think, oh no, I need a new t-shirt. Nah, you don't. You're just gonna keep going like this and it's gonna end up looking awesome. Now, as you're working on this, your counselors are gonna be walking around because they have a job to do. And their job is going to be that they're going to be putting their hand, your hand, onto this flag right here. Because you know how on a flag, there's usually a blue part here with 50 stars. And what we want it to be for you is that it's gonna be your handprint there. So you're gonna be working along like this, doing a great job. And your counselors are gonna be walking around with blue paint. When they do, if your counselor comes to you, you may not even be finished, but don't worry. You're gonna hold out your hand. Look at me with all this writing on here. You're gonna hold out your hand. Sometimes I tell the kids, make your hands big. I don't want you doing this. We're not curling up. You're gonna make your hand nice and big. We're not gonna do this because then we're not gonna be able to see your hand. You're gonna give a nice big hand like this. Your teacher is going to paint blue paint onto your hand, not like this, but you're gonna make your hand nice and big. And then when they take it, you're not gonna go, no. You're gonna keep it nice and big, nice and firm. They're gonna take your hand. They're gonna flip it over. And you are not gonna go, grab, no. You're gonna keep it nice and big and they're going to push your hand down. You're gonna keep it there frozen because they're gonna push down on each of your fingers to make sure that every single part gets on there. And then they're gonna go lift. Now, when you lift, it could be that the t-shirt's gonna come with it a little bit because your hands are gonna be just a little bit sticky. Don't panic, all is well, okay? So they're gonna put on that paint, they're gonna push it down and they're gonna go da-da-da-da-da. You lift it up and then you're gonna go back to the sink to clean. Now, a word about the sink. We do not want to drain Lake Okeechobee here. So here is how our sinks work. First of all, you can see the paper towels. You can see the soap. If you see this, a lot of kids, they turn it and they just start filling it up. And the whole thing fills up and before you know it, it's terrible. Here's the deal. You turn the water onto a whisper. Listen, if it sounds nice and whispery, you're perfect. The minute you do that, your water is screaming. You're gonna do a whisper. Now, notice, I am gonna turn it towards myself. Here's my shirt, okay? Towards your shirt to make it squirt. towards the wall to stop it all. So you're going to turn it towards your shirt in a whisper. If you accidentally go like this, then you're just going to towards the wall to stop it mostly. You're going to wash your hands. You're going to get the soap. You're going to cleany. You'll have two hands because you won't be holding a phone. You're going to clean off here towards the wall to stop it all. Here's what I'm not going to see. People taking a bath in here. People putting their hands in here. People splashing their friends. That's going to be number one way to get back and to be in trouble with Miss Heat Dirks. Okay? Nobody wants that. It'd be terrible. All right, guys. We're going to get you going.